In this video I will show you how to work with quest system. To create new quest you need to create child class from BP quest and set settings. The same for objective and for local quest. I keep all quests in separate folder. Quest and objectives. Quest and objectives. Let's talk about how to make quest accessible for player in-game. Quest initialization is run when Quest Manager creates new quest. On initialization, quest changes its state to start state. Start state is set in quest settings. If available, player needs to interact with quest giver in order to activate quest. If active, quest is activated at once. If quest is accessible for player at start game, it should be added to start quest parameter in Quest Manager settings. Manager creates these quests at start game. You don't need to add local quest here. Let's look at start quests. Quest system tour, start quest is active. Press 1 to 3, start state is available. As we can see, quest system tour is activated at once. Press 1 to 3, player needs to receive from AI. If quest is accessible for player when another quest is completed, it should be added to the appropriate parameters in quest settings. Let's look at press 1 to 3 quest. Quest objects is accessible for player only when press 1 to 3 is completed. Let's make quest accessible when press 1 to 3 is failed. Quest is completed but nothing happens. If you want to make quest accessible for player in any other situations, you need to call create new quest function from Quest Manager and select needed quest. This function is called in both previous cases. Now let's talk about how to assign quest and objective with actors in the world. For example, we want the player to receive quest from specific AI or interact with specific static object. For this we need to create the appropriate variables and implement some interfaces. At first, interaction interface. In player controller, every 0.2 seconds I check targets in front of player and get closest target with which player can interact. This interface can be implemented in any actor you want. For AI class, player can interact with it only if there are available quests or activated objectives. For BP object class, I override this function in each child class. For example, in this class, player can interact with it only one time. In this class, player can interact with it only one time and only if there are activated objectives. As for AI class, in my demo player can interact with the AI in order to receive quest or complete objectives, such as custom, deliver, receive, kill. I don't place AI on this scene. I place spawn point and set AI class, quests or objectives. When player interacts with AI, I open AI window and generate menu. I get needed quests and objectives using interface. This interface is implemented in AI class. I generate only available quests and activated objectives. When player presses on these buttons, I update progress. For kill objective, I just set index and amount, and set this objective in spawn point settings. When AI is killed, I update progress. The same for BP object actor and activate destroy objectives. And the same for area actors. For BP region I use discover objective, for BP place I use custom objective. As for complete quest objective, you don't need to assign it with actors. Update progress for this objective is handled in BP quest. As for local quest, to create new one you need to create child class from BP local quest. Start state should be always active. You don't need to set it in Quest Manager or Quest settings. To make it accessible for player, place local quest placer on this scene and set settings. Quest is initialized, saved and loaded in this class. Using placer we create area for the quest. When player overlaps this area at first time, quest is discovered. I don't display local quests in quest book. Quest info is displayed when player overlaps area. A few words about quest system event. Quest system event is an additional logic that can be called when quest available, active, completed, failed, or when objective activated, deactivated. To create new event, you need to create child class from BP quest system event. Then you need to override execute function and add your logic. You can get reference to player controller in order to have access to any managers you want. In fact, it can be any logic you want. You can change environment state or AI state, or give some items to player. Let's look at cave quest. At first, when quest is activated, we need to receive axe from AI, and only then we go to a cave and gather crystals. For example, we can create event give axe to player and add this event to active event parameter, and remove objective receive axe. We need just change indices for other objectives.